Illovo Johannesburg, where civil society movement Defend Our Democracy has held its conference on democratic growth and advancement. The conference brought together activists, academics, as well as faith-based leaders to discuss South Africa's journey to democracy, as well as a way forward in the coming years. Now, today we saw people discuss what they call issues eroding our democracy. Issues of corruption, inequality, as well as declining voter turnout and civic apathy. Now, earlier today, the movement announced new leadership, and standing with me is Rosalie Mannings, the newly appointed chairperson. Rosalie, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much for this opportunity and for the confidence and trust that's been placed in me to fulfill this role.
Now, we've heard many concerns today about the state of democracy in South Africa. As the new leadership, what are your top priorities moving forward?
Thank you. So one of the things we've deliberated on that matter quite extensively, we spoke specifically about the need for trustworthy and ethical leaders. We spoke about the need for people to improve competence. We spoke about the need for a civic awakening in terms of our responsibility as citizens, as well as our rights and obligations. And that in order for us to have the country that we've dreamed of, we need to all put our shoulder to the wheel so that we can begin to do the work of leaving the country better than we found it.
We've heard a lot about the term active citizenship. What practical steps will you be taking to get that message and see real civic action on the ground?
Thank you very much. Very fortunately, the affiliates come from across the country, and there was a lot of energy and enthusiasm for us to get to our ordinary people, to talk to ordinary people about their ordinary lives and how we make our ordinary lives count for something. I know Archbishop Tutu didn't like the word ordinary, but I think that in the ordinary there is much magic and a lot of glimmers of hope for it. And so we're talking about how do we fix things in our communities, how do we support local movements in terms of their activism for their issues, how do we actually enable local movements to grow and so that people reclaim agency over their own stories, and that is not other people doing things for us.
Lastly, with the 2026 local government elections coming up, what role do you see Defend Our Democracy in engaging civic engagement during this period?
So Defend Our Democracy has been running a very successful program around Election Watch. Last year we deployed more than 1,000 people to voting stations to be observers, to help with voter education, to provide voter support. And that's a program of work we will continue doing, that we're obviously looking to strengthen and build. We have spoken a lot about how do we get young people to understand the value and importance of being active in the voting space, and that if we want to have the country we dream of, then we need to do our part to bring about the change we want to see.